back. Guys, you wouldn't believe what just happened. I just put on an absolute masterclass. An absolute masterclass. And I wasn't recording. So that's extremely heartbreaking. Extremely heartbreaking. So we're going to go through it one more time. And I'm going to try to be as clear and concise as I was last time because I just did a killer take, right? So teaching you guys the strategy, going deeper and deeper into the strategy. What I have to tell you guys is that it works differently on different tickers, differently on different assets that you're trading. I'm going to start off on Bitcoin for all the crypto bros and crypto lovers, and then we'll slowly make our way to the fun stuff, which people love, the NQs, the ESs, the stock market. So the way the strat works, and just going deeper into it for you guys, right? We're looking for a run on stops or a sweep of liquidity, a break of structure with a fair value gap left behind, a tap into the fair value gap, and or confirmation via our buy model or sell model, Profit OS. So what I see, what we look for, what I teach you how to do inside the college, right, is when you come onto a chart like this, immediately you can tell that we are ranging here. We are in a pattern, a channel, and price is rejecting off of these areas when we get up into a premium and bouncing from these areas when we get into a discount. So first thing you're going to want to do is mark 50% of the range so you know when you're in a premium and when you're in a discount, right? So super easy here. Boom, we're done. So once we know anything above this level here, we are in a discount. Anything below this level here, we are in a premium. Anything below this level here, we are in a discount. I can now take these off of the chart and I can look for my draws on liquidity, which are going to be at any recent highs or recent lows where retail traders would place their stop losses. So there, at all-time highs. Before we had this move, it would be here and it would be here, right? And there are actually still some draws on liquidity here. So right now, technically, we are still in a premium, about to cross over into a discount. Some people will take longs at the break of each of these levels. For example, a long would work here, same as it would here. A short would work at the cross of these levels as well, you guys. That's another strategy that we shouldn't even get into. But what I'm looking for and what happens over and over, every day within the markets is exactly what we are seeing right here. So in the last episode, what we talked about was this move actually here, the triple crown with the break of structure. This time we don't necessarily get the triple crown. If we zoom in, we do get it, right? So we start out on the 4 hour and we slowly creep our way in. We get the sweep of liquidity here. So we have highs resting above this level. We sweep them with our wicks and we continue lower for an easy 2-to-1 trade there. Now you may be looking at my candles and thinking, what's going on? Why do they look like that? Guys, for the strategy and for clarity within what we do and what I teach inside the Traders College, you're going to want to remove the wicks off of your chart. You want to see clean candle body opens and closures, and the candles need to look clean and not paint that messy picture that wicks will sometimes paint. Now that sometimes can be a problem if price is moving super quick, but with our strat, it'll never happen to you. So you don't have to worry about it. Now, this is a perfect display of what we're looking for. We get a sweep of liquidity. Left behind is the fair value gap, which we tap into right here and continue lower. That is a trade that you would be okay to take, and I guarantee you, if I put our model on, boom, you get a sell signal right there, which is exactly what you want, right? And so you should be confident taking that trade. And I haven't even introduced the tools to you guys yet. So same thing happens on the buy side, you guys. So we have lows here. A lot of liquidity resting above here. What do we get? A sweep of the lows. So a run on stops, a break of structure with this massive candle here. We are breaking structure. Whoop. And even higher here, we break even more structure. And then, you know, this thing just completely kept going. This would be the best break, right? But this is what we get here. That break of structure, it leaves behind a fair value gap. What do? We tap back into the fair value gap, which is what we teach inside the college, and we accelerate higher for an easy 2-to-1. Now, guys, these models, you know, these systems are on the internet already. If you watch ITT, you know, these are pretty much one of his models, what he teaches. All we did is put it into a system that works for us with some AI, and it's absolutely killer. So don't just watch, take part. It's super easy. I'm explaining it to you in layman's terms right now. This is something anybody can do to help you, and I'm built it to help other people start making money. So take advantage of it. I'm gonna go look on some other time frames to show you guys more examples of how it works every single day, because it does. Let's take right here for example, right? So we have a ton of liquidity resting above this low and these lows, meaning people's stop losses after they enter trades will put their stops below these lows, hoping for price to continue higher, right? We're gonna draw 50% of the range. The way you do that, guys, you take your Fibonacci tool, you draw it from the high to the low, and you mark your 50%. Then get rid of the fib. We don't need it. So anything above here, you guys, we're in a premium. Anything below, we are in a discount. As to why you see price selling off above this level and price pushing higher below the level. Now, this specific example encompasses the strategy better than any other moment in time, any other moment in history. That's not really true, but we're gonna go through it right here. So what we have is a move down, our first rejection, we get a bounce. We get our second move down, a sweep of liquidity, the second rejection and a bounce, and then this last final move down here, guys. Sweeps every low. We get our third rejection, or the triple crown, which we love, and price completely accelerates into a premium. This is what we learned last episode, the triple crown, now going the other way, which is not an M, but an opposite, you know, a Snapchat, weird Snapchat looking thing. But yes, so I want to play this live for you guys. Hopefully it will let me. I don't even want to risk it, but yes, beautiful example right here. And it honestly, it keeps happening throughout the whole sequence of this range. Price kept doing the exact same thing. We sweep below these lows, right? And price continues higher, and then we sweep below them one more time, and then we get the true move there off of a strong higher time frame SMT, and we were just SMT'd out everywhere. We were bound to go up, right? Now, it happens after price accelerates. What we're looking for happens again. So we have all-time high liquidity sitting, well, it's not all-time highs, but we have liquidity sitting above these highs here. A lot of stops sitting there. And what do you know? We push up into it, sweep liquidity, we break structure, leaving behind a beautiful fair value gap. This one was extremely clean, guys. We just barely tap back into it, and then price continues lower. We get another gap here after we continue lower, and sell off from that one as well. And so you guys would be entering off the breaks of structure, but a retest. So break of structure, retest into the gap, and then continuation. And honestly, once I give you these tools and you learn how to use the tools, what you can do is you can apply the tools to the chart and use it to tell you when to look for shorts and when to look for buys. So we'd sell off this gap, we'd sell off that gap, and we'd sell off this move here. and it's extremely accurate, extremely clean. And so that's pretty much it, guys. We're gonna go through the strategy step by step. Then, after you guys learn how to read the price and learn the strategy on pure price action, you're gonna learn how to incorporate the tools, right? So Profit OS and some cooler tools we have for you guys that you get inside the academy. And then after, we teach you order flow, which is really an absolute game changer for you. So become part of the group, guys. This is something revolutionary. It's special. You're just gonna see us, take off, and I want to take a ton of winning traders, people that don't know how to trade with me. So I'm gonna drop the link in my bio. Go to the website. You can get a free trial, or you can join the group for free, but you don't get too much with it, right? You can get a little bit. I'll give you some signals, but you won't get the education, and you won't understand what's really happening and how we're making thousands every day off this system. So I'll see you guys tomorrow live. I got some more videos dropping, and peace out.